Hi everybody, this is another flying rookie video, and this video is about my Gaui 330XS. Okay, I took some videos recently but of this vehicle doing FPV, and I really like it. The only problems that I had with those two FPV flights that I did is that I felt that the aircraft wasn't giving me enough flying time. And another thing that I noticed is that the long landing gears that I had, they weren't the best for this, because when I was flying on days when it was a little bit breezy, because I don't fly when it's windy at all, but when it's a little bit breezy, the long landing gears that I had, that they are made by Gaui, they were acting like cells. And those things, you know, the aircraft didn't feel that it was that stable for the kind of load that I was carrying. So I decided to make, you know, some changes to make it better and make the aircraft more stable. Okay, I remember when I first purchased this aircraft, it should be pretty much the same way that it looks right now. It's just that it was a little bit smaller, and I was getting, like, with a 2200 battery, I was getting like around 12-minute flying time. And with the 2650, I was getting like 15 minutes flying time. That was awesome. It was really awesome. But then after I put those landing gears, I put the one-axis camera mount, the flying time, you know, I lost like 4 minutes of flying time. So I was getting like probably like 10 to 11 minutes with the 2650, and like 8 minutes with a 2200. So still good. It's still better than an RC helicopter, but you know what, I just wanted to have, you know, go back to have that kind of flying time that I was getting before. So to make the aircraft more stable, I decided to make it bigger. So Gaui, they sell upgrades for the frame, so you can make the stock frame larger without having to buy, you know, like an aftermarket frame and then move the electronics to the frame. So this aircraft first, it used to be a 330 in size, and now it's a 470 in size. And all the parts that I used to turn it into a 470, they are stock Gaui upgrades. Okay, so one of the upgrades that I did, and this one is, I did it before, so it's not something new, is I put extended motor mounts. And these extended motor mounts, the motors are supposed to go here, but now they are mounted here. Okay, so they make the when I did this upgrade, it extended it turned the 330 into 400. And then the second upgrade, that was the one that I did recently, is that I put the center plates that got the extended, you know, the extended arm mounts, so that way it would extend the arms even further away. So now this aircraft is 470 millimeters of diameter. Okay, so it should be more stable. The other upgrade that I did is I changed the props. So this thing normally flies with 8-inch props, so I put now 10-inch props. And these props are also made by Gaui. These are the ones that you will use on the Gaui 500X. So that's the props that I decided to put over here. They're already balanced and ready to go. And another thing that I did, so I could continue doing FPV with this, is I mount the payload platform, and this is also made by Gaui. So I put with a body reamer, the body reamers that you use for make holes in the RC cars and trucks. I poked 4 holes on this cover over here, and I put this mount. So what I'm gonna do is, since my FPV system is always enclosed, I got one of these Radio Shack boxes that you use to enclose, you know, small circuits, you know, like electronic projects and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put the video transmitter and the camera and the OSD, everything mounted inside that little box, and I'm gonna put Velcro in that box. Then I'm gonna secure it with the Velcro that I put over here, but at the same time I'm gonna put straps. You know, like battery straps that you use on the RC helicopters. I got straps for the Align 450, so I'm gonna use those straps to secure the box. better. And the camera is should be like around here. And in top of that box, I'm gonna put a second video camera. That's the keychain Class 11 spy camera. I'm gonna put it in top of the box with Velcro too. So this aircraft now, because of those upgrades, is lighter. It's more agile. I don't have the issues with the landing gear acting like cells. They are aware landing gears and it should work better. But I can always put back the camera mount if I wanted to, or the long landing gears, because as you can see over here on the side, I got the servo extension over here, so I don't have to remove this and then remove this to plug the camera to the channel 6 on this on my receiver. All I have to do is just plug it over here, so I can leave everything over here alone. And as you can see, this one you can connect to servos, because the other connection I'm going to use it to power the camera, the little spy camera. So in that way, I don't have to be worried about, you know, the charge of the spy camera. In other words, as long as this thing is sending power to the receiver is going to send 5 volts to the spy camera, and that is never going to run out of power. Okay, so that's why I got this. It's like a wire adapter, so it will power the servo and it will power the spy camera at the same time. Okay, over here is the module for the telemetry, because I got the GPS over here. So if I decide to fly FPV, I fly far away and the aircraft crash, I can go to the coordinates on my radio, and then I go to Google Earth and find my aircraft. Okay, I can find where it crashed, because the GPS is going to show me the last coordinates of the aircraft. So right now it's a little bit breezy. Okay, so let me just fly it and see what's going on. Everything is plugged in and ready to go. Okay, so let me just put it over here in the grass. This aircraft is really easy to fly. I really love it. Sometimes I even feel that I have more fun with this aircraft than my other 2 quadcopters. It's so easy. Okay, let me unlock the. Okay, I just unlocked the throttle. Oh my God, this thing just took off right away like this. It's oscillating a little bit. I think I have to work with the gyro. Let me land it, because I can adjust the gyro from my radio. But it just took off with no effort. It's like the thrust that I'm getting with this props is so strong. They just made this thing go like a rocket. So the gain right now is high. So the nice thing about this is like you can adjust the gain from the remote. So I just have to go to the EPA and go to channel. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the EPA. Okay, right now I got it on 55%. So I'm just gonna lower it to 47 and see that corrects the problem. So let me just take off again. Yeah, feels better. It's not oscillating. And that's the GU344 flight controller. The one that I'm using here is not the greatest, but it gets the job done. Now, because the arms are not glue, but you're supposed to, screw the arms between the 2 plates, but also you have to glue it. And because they're not glue, I know it's kind of making the props acting like thrust vectoring. So it's not keeping the aircraft is not staying in one place. Also, I got the wind blowing behind me, so it's not helping either. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly facing the wind. Yeah, it's the wind the problem. Now the wind is pushing the aircraft towards me. Now this battery is not completely charged, so I should get, I doubt I'm gonna get 50 minutes. I might not, I don't know. The thing is, this aircraft I have to go to like a shopping center. You know, I'm into like an indoor place, this big, like a warehouse or basketball court, and try to trim it there. I know it's a biatch when you try to fly and it's breezy, especially when you're testing an aircraft, because you try to get everything set up right, but you can't because the wind doesn't let you. Then again, I know this flight control is not the greatest, but it's the easiest in my opinion on the market. There's nothing easier than the GU344. It's easier than the KK, the Wii, any of those flight controllers that are supposedly better. This one is easier than that. What impressed me about this, how effortless it is to fly, because the aircraft is so light, and the process they're giving this so much trust. It's amazing. It's like I just moved the throttle, just like a quarter throttle on the stick, and this thing just take off. So I estimate that I'm gonna get awesome freaking flying time with this when I put the FPV in the top. It's gonna be great. But still, since the aircraft is so light right now, I know they're still gonna get issues with with the wind. So I have to make sure when I fly, it's not that windy. So be careful because the wind is pushing the damn thing towards me. I estimate with these new props that I'm using right now, plus the battery that I'm using is a 2650, I should get over 15 minutes. Not now, because like I said, this battery is not completely charged, but I hope to get at least between 16 to 17 minutes, maybe more, and that's with no load. With load, maybe more than that. Maybe like I don't know, with the FPV system, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 12 minutes, 12, 13 minutes with FPV system, so that's gonna be great. Guess I don't want to go high, just flying low. You can see the flag in the background. The flag is going crazy, so the higher I go with this, the harder it's going to be to control. I got the wings it's blowing. It's coming from going towards the front wing, so a little bit. A little bit complicated to handle this thing. You know, the problem with the quadcopters versus, you know, maybe a RC helicopter. I mean, the RC helicopter, depending on the body style, they're a little bit more streamlined. So maybe they can fly, you know, against the wind better than this. But this thing got more payload capacity than a helicopter or the equivalent weight, plus I get way better flying time. I just went over 8 minutes with a battery that's not completely charged. Yes, I cannot just look like a normal hovering because I'm fighting the wind. I have to land. Something dangerous just happened right now. Just the wire that I used to power the FPV system, and it was hitting the prop. So I have to find a way to secure this thing. If this thing gets caught into the prop, it will make this thing crash. I have to figure out a way to secure this. Okay, so things okay right now. Let me go to the air again. I can see, you know, this thing is not completely secure. The arms, you see that I got play. It's kind of doing like some kind of thrust vectoring effect on this thing. So I have to put some glue over here and here. There was glue when I had the other center plate, and this thing was flying perfect. So I gotta go and buy some glue at the hobby shop. Some low-C, thin low-C glue. The same glue that you use on the tires. And do it with that. Okay. Those foamy markers that I got, they also act like landing gear, so I like it. It serves two purposes. And they're also made by Gaui. They come with a propeller protectors, but those propeller protectors are crappy. I never bothered to put them in there. Alright. That's flying nice again, just fighting the wind. Also, I believe RC airplanes, they will do better on a day that's a little bit breezy. I mean, maybe I don't know what I'm saying, but I mean, I guess they wouldn't be as that affected like a aircraft like this. Now, in my opinion, if I get, you know, a quadcopter that's more streamlined, like the Gaui 500X, they got the rounded, you know, everything's rounded in that quadcopter. The arms, and it's more streamlined than this. Maybe it wouldn't get affected by the wing the same way this quadcopter does. I'm too close to the pole. Now I'm going over 10 minutes with a battery that's not completely charged. Just went over 10 minutes flying time. Oh, my alarm went off. Okay. Can't complain. A battery that wasn't completely charged. And it gave me 10 minutes. So that's awesome. Really like it. Good. Let me just lock the throttle. Okay, so the throttle's locked. And this thing is done. Really love the way it flies. Gets sucks a little bit, you know, when it fights against the wind. But I guess all they do the same thing. All these quadcopters, especially when they got, you know, these flat, you know, arms. If they were rounded, that the 500 probably would do better. But nevertheless, I'm really satisfied with the performance and how effortlessly he take off. This thing is amazing. I told the motors they're gonna feel a little bit underpowered because of the big props, but they work perfect. They work nice. You know, I couldn't really test if the larger props in some way that would make the, you know, would decrease the flying time, because like I said, I'm using a battery that I used before and I didn't charge. You know, I used it in this aircraft before I did the modification, and so I can't really tell if I getting the same flying time, or if I getting less flying time, or if I getting more flying time. You know, I couldn't tell with that, but it doesn't matter. I know that it gets affected in a negative way. Probably I will lose a minute or two. If it gets affected in a positive way, then I might win a minute or two of flying time. Okay, so either way, it won't kill me. Still, I'm still gonna get more flying time than an RC helicopter, and that's important. And for the battery, there's gonna be probably less cells. The battery that are equivalent size RC helicopter we use, and I'm gonna get better payload, and that's the best part. The payload, that's the part that I like the most, because quadcopters, they're not only just to fly around, they're like workhorses too. You know, you want to carry cameras in there, you want to take video in the air, because the nice thing about quadcopters is they're way smoother than any RC helicopter. I saw people that take videos from RC helicopters, unless they mount, you know, some kind of rubber isolated camera mount. RC helicopters, they mount the camera directly to the frame. That thing shakes like crazy. And quadcopters, you don't have to do like a really elaborated camera way to mount the camera. Like you can use a quadcopter and just mount the GoPro. You use a GoPro, just mount it straight to the frame. As long as the props are balanced, vibration is never going to be an issue with that. And that's why I love quadcopters or any other aircraft. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of this video. So please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And thanks for watching, everybody.